So I can't be a bully because I'm a girl.
Yeah, I get what y'all saying. I get what you're saying. It's a perception thing,
Exactly.
right?
Oh, so it's my fault now.
Russ, come on now. You're trying to help us, okay?
What happened to staying true to who you are? I won that gold medal by being me. And now to get endorsements, y'all saying I gotta be somebody else?
I know that you're disappointed. So are we. You deserve so much more recognition.
No, I don't deserve it. I earned it. All right, I earned that gold medal. It's a big difference.
She just wound up right now,
Keep
y'all.
it real. What?
What is it, Clarissa? Is it the money? Is it the recognition?
Money is recognition.
After winning the gold medal in the Olympics, Clarissa Fields returns home struggling to provide for her family while fighting for the recognition she deserves in Rachel Morrison's directorial debut, The Fire Inside. So, Brad, I know we're going, like you said, we're going to talk about Rachel Morrison. She's been a great, prolific cinematographer. Worked with Ryan Coogler. Basically, did all his first 3 films: Fruitvale Station, Creed, Black Panther. She did Mudbound. A phenomenal cinematographer. This is her directorial debut. But Clarissa Fields, the actress who plays her, Ryan Destiny. Phenomenal. Haven't really seen her in much of anything.
I think the excitement for this movie for us was Rachel Morrison's presence behind the camera.
Yeah.
And I think in a lot of ways that hype is satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
But Ryan Destiny was the big find for me.
Yeah.
She's incredible as Clarissa, and I wish the movie gave her a little bit more to do. Like, the structure of this film is very odd.
That's where I wanted to go, was the structure of this.
So we open up, we've got this, I'm guessing, a drone shot.
Which is beautiful.
It's gorgeous, the way that the light is being refracted in the lens. Like, you feel like, oh, we're in for the treat that we thought we were going to get with Rachel Morrison.
Yeah.
And we watch this young child running down the streets of Flint, Michigan, going to the gym to find Bryan Tyree Henry to get trained as a fighter. Yeah. And then the movie goes at such a clip. It's like scene. It's gold medal time. And you're like, hold on, is this the end of the movie?
Exactly. And the thing about that with the pacing of this is the fact that because it moves at such a clip, it makes the movie feel longer because we don't know where this movie is headed.
Like,
we don't
what's
know
the
where
conflict of this film?
Exactly.
Every time they introduce a little tension, the next scene takes care of it.
Yeah.
You know, oh, okay, the money's not going to be a problem. Oh, the mom's not going to like her fight. Oh no, that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Bryan Tyree Henry doesn't know if he wants to train girls. Oh, that's not going to be a problem. It's going to be real hard to win this gold. She's going to be the youngest person ever to win a gold in boxing, and the first female gold in boxing, and then she wins it.
And then
I thought the credits were going to come up.
Yeah, I think it's like 30, 40 minutes into the movie, and I'm like, this might be one of the shortest movies.
But then that's actually when the film starts.
Exactly.
The movie is actually about what happens after you've won a gold medal in a sport that is deemed not sexy enough for the public, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to watch women box. We don't want to put them on the cover of a Wheaties box, right?
Yeah.
So now she has to suffer with, how do I take care of my family?
Yeah.
Through the thing that I love, the thing that I'm good at, boxing, when it won't actually provide me any financial means.
Yeah, because she's trying to find these branding deals, these endorsements, because she is the first, female boxer to win a gold medal. And you come back home to Flint, Michigan, and you're basically still struggling to make ends meet. And it's just like, what was the point of all of this?
So I feel like that's when the movie actually starts and becomes compelling.
Yeah.
I wish the movie began shortly before the gold medal win.
Exactly.
Right?
I think that's where the movie should have started.
Instead of this origin story.
Yeah.
Which plays out a lot like a Wikipedia page.
No, it really does, because, the way this movie is edited, again, I'm going to go to the pacing, it jumps it does like a 5-year jump where, you know, you have a scene with Bryan Tyree Henry who's contemplating, who's conflicted about if he should coach, you know, a female boxer, should women be boxing, and then we cut 5 years, and she's training to go to the Olympics, and I'm like, wait, that's a movie right there. That 5-year gap is an interesting story to tell.
Yeah.
But it's like, but I just don't know where it's going during that first half.
Yeah, and I think we've solved what would have been better. Now, all that being said, this is a boxing movie, and you know, that's one of my favorite subgenres. Some of the best filmmakers of all time have played within this subgenre.
Absolutely.
Including Ryan Coogler with Creed,
you know
right?
how much I love that movie.
And you have Rachel Morrison following into those footsteps, following up Creed, which has some of the greatest boxing sequences of all time. You know, not Ryan Coogler directed, but Creed 3 was last year and gets really inventive and wild with those boxing scenes. So I was expecting something gnarly and unique with Rachel Morrison's boxing scenes, and they are not that. They are very basic, rudimentary stuff we've seen before.
Yeah, it's very paint by numbers, the way that these scenes are directed, the boxing sequences.
Yeah, and I just feel like the movie, at the end of the day, is not interested in those boxing sequences, and that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But then we needed to get out of those boxing scenes way earlier.
Yeah, I think we should have gotten to the Flint, Michigan story a lot earlier in the story and cut back, and then we could have really focused in on that drama.
The screenplay does, and what Rachel Morrison does with that first gold medal match, though, that is interesting, is going into the homes of Flint, Michigan during the match, going into the bars, the restaurants, the schools.
I like that.
And you get to watch Flint, Michigan experience this win.
Rallying behind Clarissa.
And that is amazing. That sequence was amazing. Those close-ups of those extras were amazing. And then when you cut to, we've just won, we're back in Flint, Michigan, and it's a graveyard. You know, it is desolate and broken, and it desperately needs a hero like Clarissa. And Clarissa can be that, but then the rest of the world outside of Flint, Michigan, not wanting to elevate her to that. You know, that is the tragedy, that is the triumph of the story, but you don't get it until
that's the
hour
thing.
plus in.
And I love that stark contrast from that moment where they're rallying behind her in those bars and in those homes, and then it's almost like a stark contrast where we just kind of like smash cut to Flint, Michigan, and we see, and like when we smash cut back to Flint, Michigan, it's like me and you, like we were looking at the screen, we were like, oh, this is what the story's about. Like it's right there. We just needed to get there sooner.
It's one of the most confusing movie experiences I've had in a while.
I know. What's your rating for this?
It rides the line. You know, we're the B&B show. If we like a movie, we give it a B+. If we don't like it, we give it a B-. I'm going to tip just a little bit into the B+ territory because the moments that are powerful, like the Flint, Michigan barroom scene, that's the movie, and I wanted more of that, but we got it at least a little bit.
I'm right there with you as well. It's really on that border of minus or plus. I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to go minus only because I'm thinking to myself, I don't think this is a movie that I will ever revisit. And it's just frustrating to watch because as good as that second half is, it's like that first half just is so confounding how of a misfire it feels with the pacing of it. I think it could lose a lot of people before it gets to the interesting part of that story. So, unfortunately, but I agree with all your points. That it's right there, but I'm just going to tip it to a B-. So,
if you liked what you just saw,
then check us out on YouTube at PGC TV Online, and we'll see you at the movies.